I just saw Ratatouille, and I'm very familiar with the Pixar films. They're all incredibly brilliantly plotted, so I went in with high expectations. And I was quite surprised because it actually took a bit of an unconventional approach. There's even a device which I think is designed to specifically trip up people like me, in which they introduce something at the beginning and you go, ah, that's going to pay off at the end, and then it doesn't. And it also takes an unconventional approach in a kind of resource management approach where everything's going brilliantly except for one thing, and then that gets fixed and something else goes wrong. And this carries on, and eventually, well, I won't spoil it. To elaborate on what I meant by an unconventional approach, here is the conventional approach. You have the beginning and you have the end. Things that are introduced towards the beginning and throughout then pay off later on. Stardust is a great example of this. Ratatouille, completely different. You have the beginning, you introduce characters, situations, the whole scene is described, they interact, this produces the next set of circumstances, they interact, and this produces this, and so on, it iterates all the way to the end. And in this way it is, of course, much more realistic. Now, it's not that I have no criticisms of the film. Actually, I felt that, although they put themselves in quite a difficult position with the premise, they used narration and an imaginary character for one of the protagonists to talk to as a crutch, really, to cover for themselves. Could have been done better. And also, there were several points in the plot where everything was fine. The only thing that was wrong was something that one of the protagonists was doing that was stupid, which is just a little bit annoying. So overall, it wasn't quite as feel-goody great as I would have liked.
I could say it was about rats, and it was fantastic, but in the end I'll just say it was rat.